Alright everybody, this is the Samsung Fascinate, and as I said on the website in our review, available in the link at the bottom of this video, this is an aptly named phone because it truly is fascinating. It's a Galaxy S phone. It's got a 5 megapixel camera, the LED flash. We've got some pictures that you can see that give you an idea of how the quality of those photos that it takes. You're not going to replace your Nikon or your Canon any day soon, but if you're just taking pictures in a nightclub or your friends doing something funny, you're going to enjoy this camera. And what you really will enjoy is this screen, which just looks amazing. You know, I can't gush over the Super AMOLED enough. It's really nice. As far as the physical build of the phone, it's very light and it feels a good quality. The back feels a little plasticky or whatever, but not in a cheap sort of way. It just feels light. And like I said, the screen is amazing, and the software is a little interesting too. First of all, instead of the normal lock screen that you have, you slide the little puzzle piece in. It has 7 panels. It's got this little widget that you can carousel through your contacts. You can message someone, you can call someone. It's got a lot of stuff you can do there. And it's got a whole gang of widgets that I don't even want to go into. You got your daily briefing, which gives you finance, news, things of that nature. It has some clocks that you can see. Just play around with it, you'll notice a lot. Now, one thing that people have said is that it's trying to be like the iPhone, and I can see where people make that comparison, but it's not a bad thing of what Samsung has done here. All of the improvements they've made to Android have been good ones. As you can see in the MP3 player interface, it does look a little iPhone-ish, but it's not exactly a ripoff, whatever. While Sense just completely reimagines Android in a lot of ways, Samsung did something less obtrusive. They just want to say, okay, we're just going to improve the way it looks, add some cool functions along the way. And as you can see, the music is playing, and one of those cool functions that they've done is when you go to the notification bar and slide down, you can control the music from there. So I can skip to the next song, or I can pause it and go about my business. And also, if I had Bluetooth on, I could turn it off, turn off GPS, turn on airplane mode, turn on Wi-Fi. Something really cool. You know, the small little changes that they make the big difference. Another change they've made, once again, iPhone-ish, to some people, is it has the tile backgrounds. Even if your app doesn't have that, they add one in for you, and it scrolls to the side. And the cool thing about that is that you can edit it. So if I say I want to move things around, I can move Astrid up. Really cool and nice, right? Yeah, that's great. But there's one problem I have with this, and that I can't figure out how to make this alphabetized. As you can see, let me see, put that down there. Look, you know, it goes A, B, E before C. That's because it's moved there. And when I install new apps, they all come to the back and just create a new screen rather than being alphabetized. So the problem with that is I have to now remember the order of apps I installed. So if I install Seismic now, I can't just go to the end and look for S. I have to say, when did I install Seismic? Let me go to that app. And that's pretty annoying to me. But I do like the little, you know, launcher they have at the bottom. If that's too annoying for you, I'd recommend getting ADW Launcher or Launcher Pro, one of the many replacements that you can get for that. Alright, let's look at some other things on the phone. I'm sure you've seen the Galaxy S software by now, so I'm not going to do a full software review. I'm just going to show you a couple of things that are pretty cool that I like. Basically, to illustrate how they've changed things, the calendar looks closely to what you've seen in the stock Android, except the appearance has changed. It looks a little bit cooler. Okay, let me show you the contacts application. I can scroll through it. I can go to my groups. I can check my history. Hold on, I don't want you to see people's phone numbers. Alright, I can see activities to see when I last contacted people. I can see their online profiles, let's say Facebook, Twitter, things like that. And I can see what people are up to. And it has a pretty cool dialer when I go to phone. As you can see, this is really cool. And when you start typing in the numbers, your contacts will come up. So if I type, let's say, 354, the numbers that start with 354 will start to come up. I can go to my call log, my contacts, my favorites, like things like that. And you've got quick access to voicemail and messages. That's something that I, whoa, blooper. Okay, that's something I really like about this phone. There are many things that I can say about it. I can't go into detail too much, but read the full review available at Androidnica.com. You'll see that this is a pretty amazing phone. There's a couple of things that are really disappointing. For instance, let me show you really quick. When I go to add my Android widgets, and I scroll down and I'm looking for Google search because that's the best search engine available, I can't find it. You know why I can't find it? Because Microsoft paid a lot of money to Verizon and Bing is the default search on this. Now, when Froyo comes out, you'll be able to switch to a standard Google search. For now, this isn't a deal breaker for me. I've been testing this phone for about 2 weeks, and I might actually buy one because I really like the Galaxy S lines, particularly this. I'm not too sure about what I'm going to do yet, but there's some other annoyances, like they use Bing Maps, they use VCast, a lot of stuff. I don't even know if people use VCast, but Verizon insists on putting it there. There's lots of things you can do to overcome that. You can go to the market, get Google Maps right now. That'll overpower it, but it still would be better if this stuff came native. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you is that the main draw of this phone is media and gaming, because the Hummingbird processor, the graphics chips they have in there, I forgot the name of it, but it's the best combination of speed, screen, performance, of utility, everything that you want for gaming and media. You're probably going to get the best experience here. So I'm going to go back to my usual obsession of Mini Squadron, and I'm just going to start playing this game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Go to Androidnica.com and you can get the full written review of this of this phone, and you'll see why Verizon has a pretty good phone on its hand in the Fascinate. This is Andrew from Androidnica.com, and I'm shooting planes.